Welcome to another round of Otaku United. Today we're going to be taking a close look at the Sega Genesis Mini 2 as well as the Sega Mega Drive Mini 2 consoles. Particularly the disappointing game list on the Sega Genesis Mini as well as some of the baffling entries that were included on both variants. While the US variant obviously has a lackluster game list, there are some games included on the Mega Drive Mini as well that in my mind could have been omitted. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at the list of games being released on both consoles and honestly my opinions of both. So sit back and relax and let's get to it. First and foremost, let's go ahead and talk about the titles that were coming out on it. We've got Echo the Dolphin, Tied to Time, Final Fight CD. We've got Monsters of the Hidden Mansion, I think that's what it's called, and Night Striker, Night Trap, Robo Alesta, Sewer Shark, Shining Force CD, and Sylphid, just to start off. Of this list so far, only a few of these in my mind are definitely worthwhile. Echo the Dolphin and both the Echo the Dolphin games are, well, how should I put it? Welcomed, but the Sega CD variant only had one of them. Night Trap, why? It's complete and utter crap. Sewer Shark, complete and utter crap. The Hidden Mansion game, it's not crap, but it's not something I would have included on this. There's better alternatives, far better alternatives. Sylphid, good game, but it's definitely not the best shooter. A Soul Star would have been a much better replacement to have on this one, in my mind. So far, looking at the Sega CD entries, I have to say I'm rather disappointed. We have Sonic CD, which is good. We have Ninja Warriors, which is decent, but Ninja Warriors has been released on pretty much every console under the sun in the 16 and 8-bit genre. And to be perfectly honest with you, the Sega CD version, while decent, the TurboGrafx 16 CD version, or the PC Engine version of Night Warriors or Ninja Warriors, is, in my opinion, a better game. But I'm going back to Sewer Shark and Night Trap. Why on earth include both of these? Lunar 1 and Lunar 2 should have been on here. Pop Full Mel. Kyo, Flying Squadron. What else? We've got Fatal Fury Special 2. I mean, the list goes on. Vey is another one. All of these have US English releases. The Rising Dragon. Anyway, moving forward, we have other games to talk about as well, but I can't help but wonder why Sega would go so far as to bring the system to the US, but not include the games that really made the Sega Genesis memorable, that made people like me remember it to this day. Sewer Shark was a pack-in with the Sega Genesis Model 1. I mean, it was, I don't understand. And sorry for those of you that really enjoy the many different variants of Night Trap, but that game has been and always will be complete and utter garbage. Afterburner 2. Decent entry when we start looking at the Sega Genesis, but again, there's better alternatives. We have Alien Soldier, good game. Atomic Runner, a good game. The Bonanza Brothers is decent, but then we have Clay Fighters. Seriously? Clay Fighters? That makes no sense. Crusaders of Senti is definitely a good choice to have here. Desert Striker, while a decent game, I mean, why? What I don't understand is if we're going to release this Sega Genesis Mini 2, why not include games that were unique to the Sega Genesis Mini 2, unique to Sega at the time? Earthworm Jim 2, while released on multiple consoles, the Sega version, honestly, is the best version of the game. But then we have another, why wasn't it included? Earthworm Jim Limited Edition, which was for the Sega CD. That game would have been a great alternative for one of the Echo the Dolphin games, and definitely for Night Trap of all games, and Sewer Shark. We have Elemental Masters, Fatal Fury 2. Again, Fatal Fury 2 isn't a bad game, but if we're talking about Neo Geo conversions that are considered decent on the Sega console, there's Samurai Showdown CD, and then there's Fatal Fury 2 Special, which, again, why isn't that included? Yeah, I don't get it. We've got Gain Ground, Golden Axe 2, which was decent, not great. Granada X, Hellfire. Honestly, Hellfire could have been left out, and I wouldn't be at all sad about that. Yeah. And I know a lot of you guys like Hellfire, so I apologize for that. But I'm not the shooter type. But still, decent entry, but not a great one. We have Herzog Zwei, which I think is a strategy game, but again, it's not really one of those games that I would consider memorable. Lightning Force, which was definitely an amazing game to have on here. The Japanese variant is Thunder Force 4. We have Midnight Resistance, which I don't remember playing, but I heard good things about it. Outrun and Outrunners, why? Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. Phantasy Star 2, okay, I understand why that would have been included. Populous is crap. Sorry for those of you that like it. Rainbow Island Extra, yeah, not my cup of tea. Ranger X, definitely worthwhile. Rister, definitely worthwhile. Rolling Thunder 2, but why not Rolling Thunder 3? Why is Rolling Thunder 2 here, but we're not including Rolling Thunder 3? I mean, come on, we could have replaced that with the crap that was mentioned previously. I don't want to go into what that was, but you guys get where I'm going here. Shadow Dancer, Shining Force 2, Shining in the Darkness, decent. Sonic 3D Blast, we could have gotten Sonic the Hedgehog 3. That's a much better game. Or Sonic and Knuckles, even. Splatterhouse 2 is decent, but not my cup of tea. Streets of Rage 3 is honestly the worst Streets of Rage game in the franchise. The music is absolutely horrendous. Yeah, they shouldn't have included it. Just put part 1 on there and call it a day. Super Street Fighter 2. My favorite version of Super Street Fighter is actually the Sega Genesis variant. Even with the bad voiceovers, it's still the best playable version, so I'm happy they included it on here. Ooze sucks. Super Hang-On, I guess it's decent. The Revenge of Shinobi, yes, it's definitely a good inclusion. Yeah, we got here Toe Jam and Earl, not my cup of tea, but a lot of people did like it. Truxton, Vectorman 2, decent games. Viewpoint, not the best conversion. Virtual Racing, why not include the 32X why not include the 32X variant of Virtual Racing? That would have been a much better one. Warsong, Fantasy Zone. Star Mobile was a PC Engine game. I think it started off as a PC 98 game, but yeah, I mean the game's decent, but there could have been better games included here. Spatter, Locomotive, Devi P2. Yeah, I mean there's a few others there. Puyo Puyo, in a smoothed out version of Space Harrier 2, which is good. I can't help but think that this list could have been so much better. Half of the games on here are decent. Some of them are great, I'm not going to lie. But the other half are lackluster and crap. Sewer Shark is crap. Night Trap is crap. I'm sorry, the Mansion game is... I can't judge it to be crap or not yet, but not my cup of tea. Sylpheed, Soul Star should have been included instead of that one. Night Warriors, okay. I don't know. They could have included, what is it called? A Neo Geo conversion of a certain game that I'm not thinking of right now. But it's adventure / beat 'em up arcade game. That could have been a much better replacement than having Night Warriors on there. I just can't think of the name of the game right now. It's not coming to my head. But still, yeah. This is not the greatest list of games they could have included. Having said that, the Japanese version is far more enticing. We're going to go over some of those games in just a second. But, yeah, I mean, the list is okay at best. Disappointing is definitely the word that comes to mind. Looking specifically at the Japanese version, let's go ahead and go into the main menu, and we're going to look at titles. So game titles. Sorry guys, my Japanese is slow. We have Puyo Puyo Sun, Space Harrier, Tehihi, Super Locomotive, Mega Q22. I mean, most of these games here are the Japanese variants of the US ones. Night Trap, again, why? That game was crap. But at least it's one crappy game as opposed to a bunch. We've got Silk Lip. I'm not sure what that is, but it looks like an RPG / adventure game. So that should be fun to kind of play through. Or at least observe. What else we got? Captain Tsubusa. Star Cruiser. What's Star Cruiser? I have no idea what Star Cruiser is. But I recognize the gaming company. Whoa, that looks fun. That looks very fun. Alright, so that's one I'm actually eager to give a shot to. I've never played this particular game. What else do we got? Granada X, X Ranza, Ragna Senti, Midnight Resistance, Chelvanov. Let's see here. Doji something. I can't read that kanji right now. Echo the Dolphin CD includes Echo the Dolphin 1 and 2. Sengoku 3. Yeah, I mean, that's a decent one if you're into the Sengoku series. More of a Japanese, very Japanese game in terms of, you know, strategizing and planning out your attack on different territories. We've got another game in similar aspect, Alesta. What else we got? Game Ground, Serion. Whatever that game is. I can't read the kanji on that one, but it looks fun. Fantasy Star. King Colossal. Populous, again, crap. Viewpoint, crap. Final Fight for the Japanese Mega CD was uncensored, so yes, looking forward to that. Lunar 1 and 2, thank you. Both excellent, excellent games. I've completed Lunar on the Sega CD. I never completed Lunar 2, so I'm actually looking forward to it, and I will play through the Japanese version if I have to. I'm hoping there's an English version, though, on that one. But if not, let's enjoy the Japanese one. We got the Wonder Mega Collection, Alien Soldier, Tatsugan, Super Street Fighter 2. Okay, Real Belt or Garo Densetsu 2. But again, why not include Garo Densetsu Special 2? You know, we have a samurai, or not samurai, we have a sumo wrestler game. Got all these other games. Starblade, going a little bit faster down the list here. We got Nadia. What is that one? Fushkino, I can't read that character, but that one's definitely Nadia, and I've never played it, so what is this game like? Let's look briefly at it. Alright, so it looks like an adventure RPG with some decent artwork, so I actually can't wait to check this one out. Columns, Bonanza Brothers, Starmovia Sylphid. Ooh! Popple Mail, of course. That has to be included on here, and I'm so glad it is. Doesn't matter which version of the game that is. That game is fun, so I can't wait to play through that one again. Yeah, okay, so we're going to say on the Japanese Mega Drive Mini 2, 75% good games in there. Within those good games category, I would say about 25 to 30% of them are extreme heavy hitters, which is great. And then the rest of the 25%, some of it's crap. I'm talking to you, Night Stalkers. And then finally we got some good games, some decent games in there, but not, I wouldn't call them great. Thunder Force 4, definitely have to include that one. Fantasy Zone. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk briefly about this. On a scale from 1 to 10, the Mega Drive Mini 2 would get about an 8 for me. Still missing some of those heavy hitters. Where's Kyo Flying Squadron? That could have been included in this. They should have included, even though it's not, you know, a U.S. version of the game, but they could, actually, or a Japanese version of the game. but they could have included Rising Dragon. They could have included. They definitely could have included Snatcher. I mean, where is what's the name of that game? That racing game? That FMV racing game that was so good. Road Avenger or Road Rage. Yeah, I think Road Avenger is what it was called for the US version. I'm not entirely sure what the Japanese name was. I think it was Road Rage, but I could be wrong on that name. But yeah, Road Avenger should have been a great game to include. If you want to include an FMV game, why not include that? Again, Sewer Shark is crap. On a scale from 1 to 10 for the US version of the Sega Genesis Mini 2, I'm going to give the score a 4 out of 10 because there's just so many lost opportunities to include some heavy hitters, especially on the Sega CD side of things. We've got a few good games, but just a few. It's disappointing. Having said that, I have pre-ordered both. There's a high probability I'm going to hack the living daylights out of my US version once that does come stateside. But yeah, I mean, Sega, what's up, dude? You guys could have included so many better titles on this, yet you chose to include a lot of crap on the Sega Genesis side. On the Mega Drive side, I'm not gonna judge half the games because I haven't played half of them, and I didn't grow up in Japan, so I'm not sure how good or not good they are. But the ones that I do recognize are amazing. So Lunar 2, Popful Mel's on there. Yeah, the Sega CD version of Echo the Dolphin, which included part 1 and 2, whereas the US versions, they were separated, which again, why? I don't understand that entirely. Just musical soundtracks, the Japanese were smart enough to include that on one disc, or the Japanese version. Anyway, having said all that, yeah, it's disappointing. I feel like the list could have been way better. So you guys tell me what you think, and we'll go from there. Do you like the list that you're seeing on the US version? I grew up with the Sega Genesis. I played a lot of games on there, and a lot of these games that I'm seeing right here are honestly junk. Shovelware. Sewer Shark, Night Trap, I'm talking to you too. On the Japanese version, some of the games I would consider shovelware. I understand that these games have some value today. Night Trap has talked about a lot about how great of a game it was. I don't know who played it when they were my age. I'm in my late 30s, almost 40, and I'm sorry, Night Trap was crap. It was crap, when it came out, it was crap. Years later, it's still crap today. I don't care how many different times you remake it, it's still going to be crap. Sewer Shark, it piqued my interest as a child. It was fun to kind of, play an FMV game where I'm twisting and turning within the sewers. That was fun at the time. Now, it hasn't withstood the test of time. Road Avenger would have. Why not include Road Avenger? So many missed opportunities. Bad Sega. Bad Sega. If you like what you've heard, go ahead and like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. If you haven't liked what you heard, go ahead and comment. Let me know what your opinions are of the Sega Genesis Mini 2 console coming out stateside. What do you think of the Sega Mega Drive Mini 2's game list that they're getting in Japan? Let me know what you think. I'm curious. And I got my fingers crossed that the Japanese version of the console, the Mega Drive Mini 2, has the US versions of those games. Because the original variant, we were able to play multiple regions of games, which is really cool. So I'm hoping that still stands when the Japanese version comes stateside, or when I get my hands on it. And I'm hoping that this thing is hackable. Because if it is, I'm going to go ahead and put Snatchers on the US version and call it a day. Alright guys, peace out. Thank you.